This is Latin bringing you episode 7 for Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom of Pain. I've been having a lot of fun with the game. I'm sorry that I haven't made any videos lately. It's just I've been sick. My voice was cracked and coughing like crazy, so I didn't want to make any videos anytime soon. But I'm feeling a little bit better today. So I did decide to go ahead and put together a few videos I need to put together and bring out to you guys ASAP, so I'm going to be doing that. So for this mission, I decided to do episode 1 once again. Basically, we wrapped up episode 1 with the last episode, but I did want to come back. You know, first time playing the game, you're still trying to get used to the controllers, the game mechanics and stuff like that, and I wanted to show off my little sneaking too from Ground Zero. Basically, if you purchased the game and you played it, there's a few bonuses that you get for Phantom of Pain to give you a little advantage over other people that decided not to play Ground Zero. I can't, you know, I understand people's point of view if they don't want to play Ground Zero because it was a very, 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 very short game. But nonetheless, it did introduce a lot of the mechanics for Phantom of Pain, so people wouldn't be too lost. One of the reviews, it was saying that when they first started to play, they felt overwhelmed, and I see that point of view because there's so many things that you could do compared to the older generation of the game, that it could be a little bit overwhelming. But I think Ground Zero, you know, it did give me at least a foundation so I could go ahead and play Phantom of Pain with not too many issues. A lot of the things we're explaining Ground Zero, that's why I've noticed they don't give too much of a tutorial in the beginning of Phantom of Pain. I have no idea what the heck I was trying to do right there, so please disregard that. I don't know. I was testing the horse. Oh, I was trying to see if I could put the horse in his 2 feet before riding off, and I couldn't quite pull it off. Maybe somebody in YouTube discovered how to do it. I don't know. But the biggest thing that I want to talk about is that pause is not really mentioned too much in Phantom of Pain. Nicely enough, I did find a little hidden cutscene that will talk a little bit more about pause, and that's going to be in one of my future episodes. I don't want to go into it. I want to show the video and then be able to talk about it a little bit more. That's going to be in one of the future episodes, so I don't want to quite ruin it quite yet, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But pause is mentioned. I do want to say that much. She is mentioned in one of the hidden cutscenes in the future. You at least need to have medical bay in order to see this cutscene with her, or at least that's how I found out. My little buddy Pyro, he's a little bit further in the game. I think he's in like episode 14, 15, 16, somewhere along the lines there, and he completely missed this hidden cutscene. So I was talking to him, I'm like, yo, have you heard about pause? He's like, no, I haven't heard anything about her, you know. And there's not much to say about her since she's dead in Ground Zero. It's like, yeah, that's pretty true, but there's this little cutscene that doesn't talk about her. And he's like, what? And then we started just talking and about it. So it's nice to hear that they do mention her. I don't want to go into too much depth what they mention about her, but they do speak about her. So I'll be showing you that in one of the future episodes. So basically, yeah, we're going to be taking some guards. One thing I personally like to do is hold them up and get information, because they do, well, not all of them do cooperate. There's some that are like, I'm not telling you nothing. But most of them do cooperate. They tell you where important stuff is for the game. Do not do what I just did, okay? I've run into a lot of trouble later on the game. Either knock them out or put them to sleep. Either or. But do not just Fulton them when they're awake, because basically they start yelling out to their comrades. Comrades come to investigate. Even though it does work for a distraction. For example, if you want, if there's heavy guards in one area and you want them to come out of that area so that you could sneak by, then I would definitely do that, because once you Fulton them, you have a few minutes to get away. Since they're like dangling, they're gonna start screaming, guards are gonna be like, whoa, what's going on over there? And then they head to that direction like it just happened right here. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. That's the way I see it. So it basically, let me take it back. You can use it. You just need to how you're gonna use it. And definitely, if you're gonna uplift or Fulton a conscious soldier, you definitely want to move out of the area as quickly as possible, because once again, soldiers are gonna move in to investigate what's going on. So keeping basically on that, I just wanted to do a little better on this. I felt like I did pretty bad last episode trying to do this mission right here. So I do want to go ahead and try to do some corrections on the way that I executed this mission. I'm not going to worry about the S rank right now. I'm just going to worry about trying to get as many things as possible. This is a really big open world. There's going to be a lot of things to find. I'm running into some of the missions where it's telling me that there's blueprints. I guess there's some weapons that you cannot make unless you have blueprints. So right now, as you guys look into future episodes of mine, I'm going to be focusing mostly on quiet takedown. No heavy equipment as of right now. I'm just going to focus on getting the tranquilizer. There's few far in between, but they could be a little cost heavy. And another thing that I'm going to be mostly focusing on is my bases for Mother Base. So those are the things that I'm going to be heavily executing right now and building. So you guys will be able to see that in a few future episodes of what I'm talking about exactly there. But Mother Base is going to grow at a ridiculous rate once you reach that level of being able to expand your Mother Base. Another thing is, make sure you do all the side quests, because there are elite soldiers that you can discover throughout the side quests, and that's excellent, especially once you start getting attacked by other fellow players, because they want to steal your resources. You want to make sure that you have the best of the best soldiers working for you. So I do highly recommend, take your time, do the side quests, collect very valuable soldiers, as many as you can. That way you want to make sure that you have a strong army as possible. So I'm going to let you guys enjoy the next bit of this video. I'll pop in, pop out once in a while. But so far, I just want you guys to enjoy the video of how to sneak into episode 1, the Phantom Limbs.
Parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there. A parabolic antenna. The Soviets must have added that themselves. Meaning there's communications equipment inside.
One thing that I also wanted to mention is this day and night cycle. I think it works perfectly with the game. Basically, you'll notice that during the day it's easier for enemy to spot you. Night is a little bit easier to infiltrate, but once again, if you do get spotted during the night or you set off an alarm, they will send out a flare that will light up the area that you're in. So it'll be easy for them to spot you as well, just like it would be in the daytime. So nighttime does have its advantages as long as you're being sneaky. But during the day, it's definitely possible to sneak in. As you can see, I'm trying to sneak in. but right now I do have the advantage that's pretty soon is going to be turning nighttime. So either way, it depends how you want to play it. Definitely gives you that option. When you're ready for a mission, it tells you if you want to roll out ASAP, you want to roll out in the morning, or you want to roll out during nighttime. So it gives you those options. That way you have total control of how you want to execute your mission. Most of the time I'm going to be playing at night. Once again, I'm trying to do the game as stealthy as possible. One of the future episodes, oh goodness, is called Where Does the Honeybee Rest, I believe. Episode 6 in the game. 6 or 7. Something like that. Something to that effect. But anyways, it was one of my most memorable missions, and the reason is there was this whole humongous dogfight where basically I had to take off the gloves and do my thing in order to survive, because I was like in the brink of not surviving this mission. And the area where I was supposed to collect this honeybee, which I'm not going to spoil for you guys at this moment, I'll let you guys watch it in future episodes. Basically, it was so heavily fortified that every time that I tried to get close, I got caught. Enemies were swarming left and right. Basically, they're in this, close to this cave. It's a circle path, then there's 2 walkways to get in it, and then it turns into one pathway. So basically, you have to try to infiltrate that area in there. You'll see more once you see the episode about that, to infiltrate that mission. But it was just insanely crazy because I was trying to get in there. These people got behind their machine guns, they got behind their mortars, they got into the little sniper towers, and they just had me pinned down to the point where I could not make a move without them detecting me. It was just so crazy. So I took out the gloves. I was like, you know what? I got a sniper. Let me start picking these people out and just blazing in, true gunfight style. Throwing grenades to distract them to one area, going to the other, and just start picking them off from there. It was really, really, really intense. I really enjoyed that mission. It was very, very well done. I wanted to do it again a second time. It wasn't as epic as the first time. It was just insane the first time when you did do that mission. So I did want to mention that. I hope you guys continue to enjoy the videos. There will be a little bit more action, I do promise. As much stuff that I try to pull off, sometimes it doesn't quite work as well as you want it to work, and you do have to take your gloves off and put the law down on some of these people. So, but I'll let you guys enjoy the next part of the video. Basically, right here I'm highlighting some of the key elements. Basically, there's communication towers, there's power grids, there's the anti-plane radar, something like that. And then you want to be able to take these things out. That way in future missions it's a little bit easier for you to do, because of course some of these areas, they're going to be like key points to side quests. So when you return, you want to make it as easy as possible, and if you take out some of these things, it will definitely make it easier for you, especially that power grid. The power grid basically gives them the ability to light up certain sections with spotlights and stuff like that. If you take it out, like I will in one of the future episodes, basically they can't turn it back on because you took it out. Now there's 2 ways to do it. There's a button that you could press and eventually they could turn it back on. No big deal. Or you could just plan a C4 and completely take it out. So it's up to you guys, but I'll let you enjoy the video.
Support helicopter has arrived. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright, we'll bring him out. materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them? Not a civilian in sight. The Soviets have taken complete control of the place.
Failed.
I just wanted to prove a point right there. Eventually you can Fulton those things up, but you do need an upgrade to be able to do so. And it does work as distractions for the enemy soldiers. As you can see, that guard was over there, and now he's investigating what that noise was.
Up.
Extraction failed. You have arrived at your destination.
Hey, that's...
You have arrived at your destination.
Do feel free to join me on Facebook just to keep up with the things that I've been doing. YouTube to watch my videos. PlayStation Network if you want to play with me. Totally up to that. And also Twitch if you want to see me when I'm broadcasting gameplay at Latin Empire 787. All synchronized, nice and simple for you guys. Thank you for watching and be waiting for episode 8.